Look, over there. It's the Diamond Boy. Let's get him. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Nobody Asked Shawn, the reigning, defending, undefeated, undisputed, most secret podcast in the known universe, now with less viewers. I am your host, Shawn Murray, Chico Demani himself, the Diamond Boy, the Thin Black Duke, the Big Ornament, Shy Halud, Shawnee Paper Towels, least likely to succeed, international heartthrob, heir to the Murray's hair, primary fortune, of course, the first Jamaican in the Kentucky Derby. Air horns for you. It's good to be back. No time has passed. It's only been a week since I've been here, not 2.5 months. There hasn't been an entire war that started that may be the precursor to World War III. Nothing is different. Everything is the same as it was before. There's no need to address the long layoff that happened in which I lost interest in doing the podcast because it didn't happen. We've always been here at the Overlook Hotel. Sir, I did that line wrong, but that's a Shining reference. Those who know. That's the new version of If You Know, You Know. We're just chilling, man. It's back. The show is revamped. How is it revamped? Well, going forward, it's going to be more of a talk show with themed episodes. We got we going to have guests, not this week. We going to have Man on the Street segments, not this week. We going to have motherfucking sketches, maybe this week. Listen, man, there's a lot going on in my life, but still I rise. How you guys been? You know what I mean? Yell at the screen. What about you guys on the right? Oh, that wasn't good enough. How about you guys over there on the left? Oh, yeah, the left side's a little better. You guys on the right need to work on that. How about one more time on the right? Yeah, that's more like it. Over on the left? Yeah, I like that. This episode is about money. That's the theme for this week. Everyone who knows me knows that I'm the perfect person to talk about money because I can give an outsider's perspective. I don't have any money. So I can get the big picture. You know what I mean? When niggas got money, they be in the inner circle. I'm not in the inner circle. I'm on the outer ring of the outer circle. Like the outermost edge of the outer circle. Like because there is an inner circle to the outer circle. I'm not in that. I'm on the outside. I'm in the back trying to peek over shoulders. Like, yo, watch out, man. I'm trying to see the money. Money is useful. It can be used to buy goods and services. And that's important. This episode is not sponsored by Liquid Death. I refilled this can of Liquid Death with fucking regular water. This not even fucking sparkling water. This is the stillest water imaginable. It's like, it's so still that it's not safe. You know how if you're in the wilderness, you're not supposed to drink like water that's not moving. You know what I mean? This water has not moved in a long time. But hey, what are you going to do? We're drinking it because that's all we can afford. I'm not that broke. I did fill this can with water. But not because I had to, because I wanted to, because I like the can. Anyway, I put out a prompt on social media and said, ask me questions about money, NFTs, cryptos, all that sort of shit. And the number one question I got is, what is an NFT? Cue Tyler, the Creator, saying, what the fuck is an NFT?
What the is an NFT, bro?
NFTs just came out of nowhere over the last couple years. Like, that's just been a term that just popped up somewhere around 2020. Like, it became like a mainstream idea. And now it's everywhere. Everyone's making them. Everyone's talking about them. So what is an NFT? Short answer, it's bullshit. Long answer, it's bullshit. But it doesn't have to be. So NFT stands for non-fungible token. What does that mean? It's not really important. Y'all question was, what is an NFT? I'll tell you, it's a non-fungible token, right? But my question is, when did everybody start caring about the fungibility or lack thereof of tokens? Why is that something we're supposed to care about now? And why didn't I know about it before if it was so important? Like, niggas just had me out here running around willy-nilly with fungible tokens like a goddamn caveman. Like, that's mad disrespectful, bro. Like, if my tokens were supposed to be non-fungible, why wasn't I made aware? This is crazy. Non-fungible tokens, NFTs, is sort of like non-GMO. Like, remember when, like, that just became, like somewhere in the last 10 years, like, everything became, like, non-GMO. And it's like, nigga, like, is GMOs a bad thing? Because, like, we had never heard of GMOs before. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I got no issues with GMOs. It's like with Muhammad Ali was like, I ain't got no quarrel with Viet Congs. I ain't got no quarrels with GMOs, B. Like, I'm totally fine with GMOs. I ain't got no quarrels with GMOs. I ain't got no quarrels with fungible tokens. Like, I fucks with fungible tokens. You know what I mean? Or so I thought. And now we live in a world where we not supposed to fuck with fungible tokens. But what does fungible mean? That's an important question. Fungible means basically interchangeable. See what I mean? Like, so a non-fungible token is sort of item that cannot be replaced with a sort of identical item. It's a unique commodity. It's a unique item. And that's the whole idea behind NFTs, is that It's a digital asset that you can verify on the blockchain. And that leads to another question. What is the blockchain? And I'm gonna get you what the blockchain is in a second. But that's what I'm talking about. Like this is all bullshit. Like it's just more terminology that you gotta learn. Like look up what blockchain means. After you gotta look up what blockchain means after you look up what NFT means. But before you get to blockchain, you have to go back to the NFT page and look up what fungible means, because no one has ever used that word. When did you ever hear the word fungible in your life? I've used the word fungible more times in the first 5 minutes of this podcast than anyone in my family has since we were dragged over here from Africa. It's not a word that niggas is using. And not just niggas specifically. I'm using niggas as like the royal niggas. You know what I'm saying? Not just like black people. I'm talking about nobody's talking about fungibility, dog. So I don't understand why this is an important thing. But what is a blockchain? A blockchain is a growing list of records linked together by cryptography. And then you ask again, what the fuck is cryptography? It's what I'm talking about. It's just a fucking maze. Think about it. Since I started defining NFTs, I've now had to define 3 other terms. Now, cryptography isn't really like a complicated or really a new terminology. Yeah, I mean, like cryptography is basically just like methods of secret communication. Yeah, I mean, so basically what the blockchain is it's like a digital record system, like a digital filing cabinet that is basically encrypted. You know what I mean? Like you can't really, yeah, I mean, the niggas that know how to check them files know how to check it, but you don't know how to check them, basically. So if it seems like this episode kind of cut weirdly, and I was in the middle of a point that I never finished, it's mainly because Will Smith slapped Chris Rock at the Oscars, and I had to jump on Twitter for 2.5 hours to indulge in the conversation about it. Damn, it's hard to get back to NFTs after that slap, because that shit was wild, uncalled for, I would say. Especially because most people who saying like, "Oh, Jada Pinkett Smith has alopecia," we all knew this shit. No, we didn't. I had no idea she had alopecia. And even if I did, I probably forgot it, because why? I don't spend my time thinking about celebrities and what hair loss diseases they have. And I'm sure Chris Rock, who has a lot more going on than me, doesn't either. I'm not even trying to defend Chris Rock. I don't like give a fuck. I really just more like, I don't understand like the logic jumping. Like, hey, it's okay for Will Smith to smack Chris Rock at the Oscars because he was defending his wife, even though he laughed at the joke that was made at his wife's expense and probably only went up there because his wife gave him a dirty look or something. You know what I mean? Like, the nigga laughed hard. Like, he enjoyed the joke. So, I don't get it. It was a fairly harmless joke. It's like, hey, you look like you could be in the movie about a tough soldier. Sorry, Jada, for being heartless. Like, if people... This is supposed to be an episode about money. But people online saying, this is a tasteless, mean, cruel joke. It's like, I bet you 95% of the people who were saying that don't even get the G.I. Jane reference. Like, most people don't even know what that movie is. So, like, I don't know. It doesn't matter. NFTs, like everything in capitalist society, it was commodified. Not to say that it wasn't, I guess, a commodity to begin with, but like everything just turns into a gold rush, and that's how you get shit like Bored Apes. It's not good art. It's not even art. It's like in the original Mortal Kombat, when Scorpion, Sub-Zero, and Reptile were just the same sprite with just a palette swap. Like, that's all it is. Like, it's just like, this Bored Ape has a fucking baseball cap. This Bored Ape has a captain's hat. It's like, nigga, this Bored Ape sucks. And so does the other one. It's just a money grab. People be treating, like, NFTs and crypto and all this shit like it's like an investment. It's like, no, this is a gold rush. Like, capitalism, right? It puts you in a place where you trying to play a game that you're not equipped to play. Like, you're not going to get rich gambling. Not to say that no one's ever gotten rich gambling. I'm saying you're not going to get rich gambling, because that's not what it's designed for. You know what I'm saying? It's designed to get you to lose money. Like, that's what casinos are all about. That's what sports books are all about. Like, that's what it's for. You know what I'm saying? Like, and the niggas that are good at gambling, the niggas that make a lot of money on gambling, can afford to gamble. All they trying to do is have a good night. Nigga like me, or the Super Bowl, I was gambling crazy, all types of parlays on the Super Bowl on FanDuel. You know why? Because I was trying to have a good year. That's the difference. A good night versus a good year. I was going to probably win like $7,000 on some of them parlays, right? That shit would have changed my whole life. At the same time, this nigga Drake lost like $1.3 million on a bet because OBJ got hurt. I'm sure Drake lost that 1.3 and didn't even frown. We are not the same as the niggas that's gonna make money off this shit. Poor people try to invest to gain wealth. And wealthy people try to invest to maintain wealth. Like, it's not about making more money. It's about making sure that your money doesn't fall off a cliff. You know what I'm saying? Like, them niggas is going to be straight regardless. None of these things are made for people at the lower end of the socioeconomic strata. If this shit was going to make you money, why would they let you know about it? You know what I'm saying? I mean, the best thing you could do, honestly, is just to get with, is to collectivize. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? You can't overthrow a capitalist system, but you could implement non-capitalist practices amongst yourselves. You know what I mean? And that's the best you could do. You know what I mean? Be the change you want to see in the world. You know what I mean? You can't start from the top down. You got to start from the bottom up. You know what I'm saying? So, Liquid Death, please sponsor me. The niggas that didn't vote for Aaron Donald for MVP, you owe me thousands of dollars. If you own a Bored Ape, you're a clown. And tell a friend about this podcast. Like, subscribe, share, save, all that bullshit. And Chris Rock, you a true pro, dog. Like, this nigga really held it down. Like, he could have really just like jumped out the window, and he was just like, you know what? I'ma just stay in the pocket. You know what I mean? And like, a lot of niggas wouldn't do that. A lot of niggas wouldn't advise you to do that. But you did it, and you know what I mean? That's remarkable. And Chris Rock, you a true pro, dog. Like, this nigga really held it down. Like, he could have really just like jumped out the window, and he was just like, you know what? I'ma just stay in the pocket. You know what I mean? And like, a lot of niggas wouldn't do that. A lot of niggas wouldn't advise you to do that. But you did it, and you know what I mean? That's remarkable. We got a lot more dope shit in store over the coming weeks. So stay tuned for that. And as always, Hulk Hogan, we coming for you, nigga.
I don't remember asking you a goddamn thing.